And I went to Tandy Leather today, and I got a whole bag worth of stuff that I've been needing, some stuff that I ran out of. And I also got a couple things at Walmart because I'm getting ready to do kind of somewhat of a major project, which is going to require me to have at least one other person to accomplish. So that being a duct tape dummy of myself, which I can only cover myself up with so much duct tape before I will be completely incapacitated and not be able to finish it. And then even if I was, I can't cut myself out. So I'm going to need to have somebody to finish putting duct tape. I can start, I can get so far, and then I'm going to be stuck needing somebody else. Like I could probably do my legs on my own, and then someone would have to do my upper arms and chest and stuff, and then I have to keep my arms in a certain way, and it could take a couple of hours to do this. So I want to do that because there's a lot of things I want to make that'll be like clothing, in the area of clothing, so like van bracers, and have a place to keep them when I'm done and display them on a dummy that will be my size. And eventually I'll try to make a head to fit on it, and the feet and the hands. Hopefully I'll be able to do the feet and the hands first time around and have that done. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to stuff it with. Some people have been using this 3D stuff that turns into foam and dries over a certain amount of time, but it's a two-part chemical that you get that is supposed to be for doing fence posts, and it foams up and expands and then dries solid into a type of foam. I don't know how strong that foam is or anything. I've never used it. I've just only seen it on a couple of YouTube videos when I was watching other people making a duct tape dummy and filling their dummy up with this foam stuff. Other people just filled it up with whatever they had, newspapers and stuffing like you would put in, like the stuffing you do in teddy bears and stuff. So I don't know what I'm going to do for stuffing yet. So first things first, I got this. Will be my strap cutter. This will allow me to make straps and cut them uniformly. So hopefully now the tassels or straps or whatever you're actually supposed to call them for my journals are actually gonna be uniform and not look all funky and squiggly and everything. So that's gonna be nice. So that's the first thing I got. I got this big old thing of contact cement. So that'll be nice. That'll take me a while to go through. I bought this recently, and that I think I've already used about half of it, and I've only done a couple of projects. So yeah. Let's see. I bought a big bag of snaps. So yeah, a big bag of snaps. I got to figure out where in my drawers I'm going to keep those. I got this punch set. So that'll be nice. I can make different size holes with that punch set. I just got to be careful and not use, I got to remember not to use it on here. I've got to flip this over and use this rubber slide because I've ruined a couple of my tools, because when I first got this marble slab, you know, Tandy Leather told me to use this part for punching out holes and doing other things of that nature. And then when I'm doing actual stamping, use this side to use tools like this. But when I'm using, like, I got a couple tools that I've totally ruined. This and this I have totally dulled because I used them on there. I took and tried to take and used a file on that to sharpen it, and it sort of kind of still works. This I was trying to strop sharp but I have blunted it because of the way I've used it, because you're not supposed to use it against the marble slab. So I don't use your punching tools on, you want to use it on like an old cutting board, okay, or something of that nature, or on the rubber side that they usually tell you. When I first got this, they told me to glue this rubber mat onto the bottom of the slab, and then it'd always be together, and I just have to remember to flip it over to use it when I'm punching stuff. So in the future I'm going to do that. So I have done pretty good at not making that mistake again, but I still try to use those tools. So I don't know, I might have to throw this particular one out. But let's see, got this edge slicker. That'll come in handy because I've been having trouble properly being able to slick my edges, and I've been using pretty thin leather, so that's probably part of my frustration. I need to start using bigger, thicker leather, higher ounce. I got this thing which has, for like when I'm doing my straps, I can make the holes without having to make 2 circle punches and then cut across there. This just has the punch. I don't know if you guys can see that very well because this lighting is not the best, and I apologize for that. But yeah, it has a wide, long, oblong punch, about that wide. So maybe I should bring you closer. Maybe the lighting will get slightly better. So maybe that'll be better. Not sure. I do need to improve the lighting here if I'm going to be doing filming. Okay, there's that. I got this that makes these different thong chisel set. So that's for like being able to do sewing holes, to make holes across. So that'd be nice. Allow me to do a lot of different things. Don't know how well you can see that. Let's see. Try to get it so that the brighter light is up against it. Don't know how well that's coming across, but I'm trying. Don't have the best lighting in here for filming. I did get these things, which you know what those are. Those are the wing dividers. Those are going to come in handy. So wing dividers, those will be nice for doing edges and stuff. I got another thing for doing the rivets and such. So it's got the thing to pound onto and the tool to pound with. And then I got several new stamps. So I got this one. It's got pretty much of a beefy handle on it. And I got this. It's like a leaf. That's pretty cool. Hopefully this video comes out better when I'm editing, because the lighting really looks bad on the screen. But hopefully it'll be a lot better. Okay. More stamping tools I got. I got some other things. Got another beveler. This one is a smooth beveler. It's a smooth version of the one I already have. So hopefully you guys can see that pretty well. Lighting really sucks in here. A backgrounder shaper thingy. This is kind of a beveler. It makes more of a uniform V in the cut line. And I suppose you could learn to use it in other ways too. Like everything. there. I don't know how well that's coming across in the video. That'll be a nice shape. See, maybe it looks better like that. This lighting is really sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. Put these over here together. Okay. Let's see. This was a free item that I got because they had Black Friday sales today. These are conchos. And let me take one out. You'll be able to see it better. Yeah, this lighting really is bad. Trying to figure out how to make that lighting a little better. But okay, I don't know how well you could see that, but yeah. Now I got this. I'll have to take out of this tube because I'm not going to keep it in that tube anyway. This is a backgrounder. It makes all these diamond shapes. And let's see, there's a picture on this of what some of the stuff you can do with it, like it makes that shape, but then you can use it to make this pattern here. So that's what that is. Okay, now let's see, some more rivets. More rivets. These are more of a grayish. Suddenly the lighting of grommets. I bought bigger ones because I wanted to be able to fit like paracord or something through it. I got a couple different sizes of these. These are called they're stone rivets, decorative rivets you put in to decorate. He's got like a reddish stone kind. And I've had this, well, not this exact one, had a very similar one to this of a concho. So I got that. I got multiples of a lot of things. So I got this turquoise water stain to add to my stains. So we'll put that up here with that. I got this roslyn leather finish. So we'll put that over here. I got an actual groover because I haven't, I don't even know what it's called, but I got one that's similar that it doesn't, this actually will cut and make a groove and actually has a little bit of a cutter in that thing when it slides across the leather, and so it'll literally remove leather. The other one just kind of smashes it down and makes an impression. So now I got one that will actually make a groove. So that'll be nice. Another concho. This is called the Ghost Rider concho. I've used it before on some other projects. I got another stamp. I'll add it in my box of other decorative stamps. It's 2 feathers if you didn't see that. And then trying to get this so you can see it. It's a little tiny skull concho. I've used these, like I have like 3 or 4 of them on my personal journal. I got some waxed black string thread, so it's supposed to be waxed thread. So got some burnishing solution. and some forest green leather dye. So adding to the stuff I have, and I'm gonna have to figure out a whole nother system for my stuff as I'm getting more stuff. And my little girls come in here, and especially Gabby will rearrange all my stuff. So then I just got an empty bag. Alright, throw that over here. The other thing I got was 3 containers of these fasteners. I wanted to get the fabric. I might just use cardboard, but I got these fasteners so I could do a mock-up design of things I'm going to make before I actually cut out the leather, and then I can make patterns out of something that's free, like hopefully I just use paper or cut up boxes of cardboard and make patterns out of it of whatever I'm trying to make, and then I can use these to go where rivets or conchos would go. And hopefully I bought big enough ones, because the other ones had some really big things. These are, if you recognize those, they've got the 2 legs that you spread out. After you poke it through the holes, you spread those out so you can connect. Like I could probably connect the leather I usually use, that's probably going to be good enough, and then I can attach those. So I'm going to put that in my thing here. I got all these drawers here that I put all the stuff like there, and most of these are empty, so I've got places to put stuff. So hopefully my girls didn't take anything out of this. So I'm really excited. I've got more materials. The next thing I'm going to be trying to do is a pair of fan bracers. I want to make the things that go on my arms. I want to make it so that there's a glove on it, and then all the way down to here, and make a leather thing. And I might do 2 layers, like do a thinner layer right here and then do a thicker leather, because I got 2 thicknesses of leather down here, and I think I'll put the thicker side on, and that'll be the one that gets tooled. So we'll see. That's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to kind of share what I got and how I'm going to be able to do more stuff now, having a few more odds and ends to be able to accomplish some of my leather working. So that'll be awesome. That opens up possibilities. So that's the end of this video, guys. I hope you will leave a like, leave any comments or questions, and hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification all or whatever, so you're notified of any time I post videos, which I'm pretty sporadic. I want to be more consistent, but I seem to be running into a problem where I'm constantly having to change editing programs. The last video that just got put up was not my best editing job. I'm using a program I'm not familiar with, because I was using Wondershare Filmora 12, and then I had that video, same video, only it was edited real differently. I had it down under an hour, and then I got it down even more than that. And then when I went to go try to export it so that I could then, which exporting is just saving to the computer really, and I went to go do that, it wouldn't let me do it unless I paid to get the next version from Wondershare Filmora 13. And I didn't know how much that was going to be, but I didn't want to pay it. I'm tired of constantly getting editing programs, and they're constantly wanting money, and they're several hundreds of dollars, and I just don't want to I don't make money off of YouTube videos. I have fun making videos. They're very fun to do. It's fun to be creative and do these things, and to film it. I love doing all that, but when I'm constantly having to learn a different editing program, and especially when DaVinci Resolve 18 is what I just uploaded on my computer, is completely free, but it is like a pro version, and pro versions of video editing programs are a lot more complicated in the way they want you to go about doing even the simplest tasks. Even selecting something in your video or trying to put text or music, you have to go through that process in such a different way than just when you just have a regular version, that it's real simple. Just to grab the text icon, drag it over with your mouse, click on where you want to put your text, write your text in the text block, pick your font, pick your size, go pick an animation for it, whatever. Real simple, just a few steps, and then you play around with it and make it the way you want. It's not that simple in the pro versions of editing programs because it's much more expansive. The reason is because you have so much more stuff, or a lot more ways you can manipulate everything in the video quality, color correction, and sound, and all this. And learning how to do all that when you have so many more ways of doing it, and they don't make the basic of it real simple. When they make it the pro version, everything suddenly becomes where you got to go into certain areas, you got to be on a certain screen, you got to do this, you got to do that, and there's seems like there's 20 more steps in order to just accomplish things that only took 1 or 2 steps. So I am watching a guy by the name of Casey Ferris on YouTube who teaches how to use the DaVinci Resolve program and shows you how to do stuff. And even watching it and having to figure out how to use all these nodes and having to do all these different things, it's just like, this is crazy. I don't want to do all this extra stuff. I ran for years using Windows Movie Maker until it just became obsolete. They stopped making it, and it was very simple. You were limited on options, but it was easy and basic, and you could whip out videos really quick. And sometimes it'd mess up and you had to sometimes redo your editing, but for the most part it was easy and straightforward, and I could whip out videos really quick. Then I couldn't use that anymore, and then I was struggling to find something I could use. So now I'm just kind of hoping I can learn this DaVinci Resolve good enough to do what I want to do. Yeah, I want to do some of the animation stuff. I don't want to get into the crazy stuff. I just want to do some how-to videos, show off what I'm doing. I'm not trying to get real crazy with it. I'm not trying to be crazy professional. I'm not trying to make a major motion movie picture here or anything, but whatever. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Hopefully I don't have to go to any other editing software unless I can find something else that is free, totally free. These programs say they're free until you want to export them or save them, and then they want money. You can play around in the program all you want as the free version, but until you want to save it and actually use your product and actually send your video out to YouTube or whatever you're going to send it out to, then they want money. You can't do this unless you buy the full version. And then it could cost you either several months of payments or several $100s right on the spot. And I just don't want to get that involved. It's just, this is just a hobby at this point. It's not paying me any money. I have not gotten popular enough, partly because I can't be consistent enough to pump out the videos as much. I can't commit I can do a video once a week. I can't do that because my work schedule, I'm a truck driver, I'm gone a lot, and I'm constantly on the go, and I throw videos together kind of on the fly. And I have time on the truck to think about, okay, I want to make this video, I want to do it this way, and I get a basic idea of what I want to do. And that kind of works for me because it's easier for me to not get too set in stone and to make myself be very flexible on being able to change if things aren't working out. And so in the past, I've tried to be like, okay, I'm going to do this way, and I'm going to do this way, I'm going to do this way, I'm going to say this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that in this order, blah, 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 blah. And instead, I've learned that I need to figure out what is it I want to accomplish in my videos, what is it I really want to show, and then when I get that basic idea down, then everything else can just be kind of, okay, I know that I want to do this, so this is what I got to do, and I don't have to really stress myself out about making sure that I'm really specific about how I go about something, because how I envision stuff in my mind when I'm thinking about it and trying to plan it out may be real different when I go to actually do it. And so then it stresses you out when things aren't exactly the way you planned them out in your head, and you have things really like specific in your head. Okay, this has to be this way, and this has to be this way, and this has to be that way. And when it doesn't work out that way, and you have things so you're so committed to that being what you want to do, really messes you up when nothing is the way it's supposed to be. When you just figure out what you want to accomplish with anything, any project, whether it's making a video, whether it's whatever craft or project you're trying to work on, whatever, if you just, what is it you're trying to accomplish? And as long as you accomplish the task at hand, everything else in between doesn't really matter as long as you accomplish the task. And I have learned to embrace the more calm way of doing things and not being so dedicated to doing everything in such specific, hardcore, this is the way it's got to be, or whatever. That just stresses you out. Don't do it. So I suggest to everybody who's trying to do anything, what are you trying to accomplish? What things have to happen to make that happen? And what stuff is not a big deal if it doesn't go the right way? Okay? And just let everything slide and just get the things you need done to make whatever you're trying to accomplish done. And that's it. Keep it simple. Don't stress yourself out. I have learned that approach in anything because I used to try to lay it all down. This is the way it's got to be. Okay. Right. I know I tried doing an ending and then I went on this spiel about all this. So, thanks, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that like button and hit the all button on the bell so you get all those notifications and stuff, and leave any comments or questions about whatever you see in any of my videos, and I'll catch you on the next video. The next one, I'm not sure because I do whatever I'm able to do at the time. I got all these ideas for videos and I'm gonna be doing them. I'm forcing myself to get up and do all these videos, and it's just not easy to do things when everything's kind of on the fly because I can't commit to anything because I have so many uncontrollable circumstances in my everyday life between kids, wife, work, and just the things you can't, the unpredictable stuff that happens on a daily basis, and trying to do this stuff is not easy. And when filming it takes something that might already take a while and makes it take even 10 times longer, because when you film things, depending on how you're going about it, will usually make you take 10 times longer than it would if you were just doing it without filming it, without having to talk to a camera and explain yourself or whatever. If you're just filming yourself and just doing it and then worrying about editing it later, that's a little bit different. But then you're still worried about whether or not you're getting everything in the camera, if you're paying attention. Sometimes I make the worst videos because I get ingrained in the project and I forget to pay attention to where the camera's pointing, and everything is not in the shot and everything, and then don't have very much usable footage. So anyway, I'm going to put all this away, and I'm going to edit this video real quick. Hopefully it's not very long. Maybe I'll cut a lot of this out that I just said. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.